So let's talk about GPT-4 and plugins. I had just finished writing up a special report on GPT-4 when OpenAI decides to release plugins. And for the first time in the 7 or 8 years that I've been using AI and machine learning for marketing and business and creative, I'm beginning to see where all of this ends. And when GPT-3 came out in 2020, I was convinced that marketing and writing and any creative work had pretty much changed forever in ways that we didn't even understand yet. And we're going to spend the next few months and years coming to terms with what is happening right now. And we're going to have to figure out how to move forward with business, marketing, writing, and creative work because everything has changed. So it's easy to dismiss ChatGPT and GPT-4 as not sentient. But it's true that in a human definition of sentience, ChatGPT is not sentient. It doesn't have its own thoughts, it doesn't have its own feelings, it doesn't understand quite what you're saying, but it is displaying theory of mind capabilities. It is explaining humor, explaining emotion when you ask it. And so sure, it's not sentient in the way a human is, but it's showing us something and it's not clear what exactly it might be. So again, GPT-4 is displaying cognitive abilities that so far only humans are thought to possess. Again, it's not sentient. It's actually not thinking things or feeling things, but it is very good at imitating at least. And so what we're seeing is emergent behavior. Unless you're told that you're chatting with GPT-4, you'll have no clue that you are. And unless you're told that you're seeing ads, emails, articles, sales pages, anything online, unless you're told that it was written by GPT-4, you'll have no clue that it is. So when I say that AI tools like GPT-4 can write copy and create marketing assets as well as humans can, that's because it can. It can even do better than humans on tests like the LSAT, GRE, the bar exam, and so on. So in a minute, I'll share a paper that claims that GPT-4 could reasonably be viewed as an early yet still incomplete version of an artificial general intelligence, which is nuts. So does it matter that under the hood, GPT-4 is not thinking or feeling in the same way as a human when what it produces is the same or similar as what a human would produce? I'd argue that it does matter, but when it comes to marketing and creative work, I'm not sure it matters. Here's an example of GPT 3.5 writing an email with no previous seeding or stacking prompt. I'm asking it to write a short, emotional, and intriguing email that will persuade my avatar to buy my course on iPhone photography. And it's pretty decent. It has a good subject line, it has a good email body, it goes into some emotional aspects, and it does a pretty good job of positioning my email course. It's not bad. But then here's GPT-4 writing an email with the same prompt, and it starts with, "Dear Sam, Dad, what did I look like as a 2-year-old? Daddy, do you remember teaching me how to ride a bike? Mom, Dad, I can't wait to start school. Dad, watch me take a swing at this fastball. And Dad, how do you shift gears on a manual?" If you take a moment and pause and close your eyes, you can hear their voices, can't you? As we grow older, we start to understand the true value of the moments we share with our loved ones. Those memories full of life. The laughter of our children, the warmth of a family dinner, or the first steps of our little ones are the ones that make life truly filled with the love we all want and need. GPT-4 wrote that and wrote a full email that is emotional, goes deep into what it's like to be a human, and then it sells my iPhone photography course. It just hits differently. So not only is GPT-4 a leap forward for marketers and copywriters, and really everyone, but now plugins are here too. So let me give you a quick overview of GPT-4 to get you up to speed as you can understand it better, and you'll see how you can leverage it for your marketing. So GPT-4 was released to the public on March March 14th, and before that it was tested by select partners for several months. It had a 98-page technical report, which you can read if you'd like, and GPT-4 is available to ChatGPT Plus users, and API access is being rolled out. So ChatGPT, if you don't know, runs on either GPT 3.5 or GPT-4, and you can select the model that you want to use. You can also access GPT-4 and 3.5 via the Playground page on OpenAI. And the live stream of the launch got 1.5 million views in 20 hours. And the tweet for the announcement got 4 times more likes than the same tweet for ChatGPT, which was the biggest story of 2022. And GPT-4 is already in the top 10, maybe even top 5 of the most upvoted Hacker News stories of all time. And in the announcement, they didn't focus on the technical aspects of GPT-4. Instead, they wanted to show what GPT-4 can do. And so Duolingo showed new ways that you can learn Spanish and French, like explaining answers and doing role-playing. Intercom launched a chatbot called Finn that can better understand what people want and give answers. And it turns out that Bing was running on GPT-4 all along, and they secretly call it the codename Prometheus. Morgan Stanley, the wealth management firm, deploys GPT-4 to organize its knowledge base. More and more companies are rolling out uses for GPT-4, and there's no end to it. Now, what it's capable of is pretty nuts. There's an expanded ability for creativity, superior reasoning, problem solving. There's a broader general knowledge, association, and output quality. And it's not just memorizing. When you look at the output, it looks like it's thinking and reasoning. Now, GPT-4 is also multimodal, which means that the API can accept images as inputs, and it can analyze an image, generate captions, and explain what's in the image. So if you give it a photograph or a chart or a diagram, GPT-4 can provide a detailed paragraph-long description of the image and answer questions about the content. So in the demo, Greg Brockman, the president and co-founder of OpenAI, had GPT-4 create a website code from a pencil mock-up made in a physical notebook. He held up an image of a sketch of a web page, then GPT-4 created the code based on the sketch. So imagine taking a photo of your fridge and then you get recipes and meal ideas. Imagine taking a photo of your living room and getting interior design advice. Imagine taking a photo of your closet and getting outfit recommendations. Or taking a photo of anything and getting a description with details that you can then do whatever you want with it. So what if you took a photo of your product and you got a description, and then you turn around and ask for 10 Instagram Reel scripts or social media posts or images or emails, whatever you want, and then you'd have it in seconds. You can start with a photo of your product and end up with a full marketing campaign. All the emails, all the social posts, all the ads, all the pages, done in just minutes. And so GPT-4 can even explain why an image is funny. It doesn't understand humor, but it can describe memes. It can tell you why a meme is funny. So does it matter that it doesn't understand humor if it can accurately describe what's funny and write jokes? You don't need to be good at memes anymore. GPT-4 will be funny for you. And one of the most important updates is its expanded capability for input and output. So you can use 8 times more context in a prompt than GPT 3.5, which is about 25,000 words. So you can just copy and paste whole articles or documents into the prompt and then ask it to do whatever you want with it. So a lawyer can put an entire case history, documents, precedents, and more into a prompt and then uncover legal arguments. A doctor or a nutritionist can put everything about your health into a prompt and then find new ideas for treatments or food. You as a marketer can put an entire avatar or persona brief and then ask for anything you want. Facebook ads, tweets, Instagram Reels, TikTok Shorts, articles, emails, pages, anything that your avatar would like to read and consume and that might convert it. You can have whole funnels, whole websites, whole marketing campaigns done, written, a whole email campaign outlined and written with just 1 or 2 prompts. All your content marketing for the next 30 days can be outlined, and then with a few more prompts, it'll all be written for you. Long form sales pages, done. Landing page, easy peasy. Analyzing reviews and voice of customer research, and then turning all of that raw data, reviews, customer research into product ideas, headlines, and any other form of copy, done. Do you see what's possible here? You can go from a seed of a phrase to a full-blown anything in text in just minutes. You can do this with any creative work, fiction, nonfiction, poetry. Whatever you want to see written for you can be done, and it'll be amazing on the first shot, the first try, and then you just spend some time editing. I asked GPT-4 what it could do, and it gave me a list of 20 examples, like developing content, keyword research, social media, video scripting, influencer marketing, voice search optimization, all of it. And then I kept asking for 20 more, and then 20 more, and then 20 more examples. It gave me 100 unique, different ways, and I could have kept asking and it would have just kept on giving me examples. So you have to understand, the only limit now is your imagination and you knowing what you want. And this is version 4. We've gone from 0 to 1 really quickly. From here, going from 1 to 10 will happen even faster. So about that paper on GPT-4, here's what I want you to see. In the paper, they say, we demonstrate that beyond its mastery of language, GPT-4 can solve novel and difficult tasks that span mathematics, coding, vision, medicine, law, psychology, and more without needing any special prompting. Moreover, in all of these tasks, GPT-4's performance is strikingly close to human-level performance and often vastly surpasses prior models such as ChatGPT. Given the breadth and depth of GPT-4's capabilities, we believe that it could reasonably be viewed as an early, yet still incomplete version of an artificial general intelligence AGI system. Sure, some people are screaming that this paper was funded by Microsoft, so they are invested in OpenAI, and therefore they want this to be put out into the world because it will benefit them. But so what? It doesn't matter who funded this because others, not Microsoft, have uncovered the same thing and they're coming to the same conclusions. GPT-4's performance is strikingly close to human level and precision. It can solve novel and difficult tasks without you needing special prompts. Stop wasting your money on $20 silly ebooks with thousands of prompts. They won't help you. You don't even need them. You can ask GPT-4 anything you want in any way you want, and it'll give it to you. So where will all of this leave you and me? Well, I will forever see a primary role and function for humans in all forms of marketing, copywriting, business, and creative work. And I believe that AI tools must remain as tools. We need to be the masters and they need to be the slaves. And this applies to anything we do. But the question now becomes, what'll happen to all the marketers and copywriters who reject AI? I think in 6 months or sooner, they'll be too far behind. And then what? Well, marketing and copywriting and any creative work will never be the same again, only because of GPT-4. What are you going to do? You have to do something. You have to decide what you're going to do, and you might as well start using it if you aren't already. So while GPT-4 is revolutionary, then plugins change the game again. Plugins give ChatGPT access to the internet and the ability to perform various tasks for you. The first batch of plugins included those from OpenAI, like a web browser, code interpreter, and a retrieval plugin. And for marketers and copywriters, the web browser probably matters the most. The web browser plugin lets ChatGPT retrieve information directly from the internet. Sure, there are Chrome extensions or browser extensions that can do this to some degree, but it's clunky, it's not perfect, it often fails, and it often just pulls in any search results, including ads. But the browser from ChatGPT or for ChatGPT will find you clean info. So you can think of these plugins as little apps available in like an iOS app store, and you just click the ones you want to install. And so right now there's a plugin for Shopify to help you search for products. There's Instacart that'll help you order groceries, OpenTable for booking tables, Expedia, Zapier, Wolfram. There are 11 of them right now, and you just install them with one click, and then you ask them to do whatever you want to do. And get this, creating plugins is insane. All you have to do is describe what you want it to do. You can use plain language and describe what the task is and the outcome that you're looking for. And then GPT-4 will write the plugin for you. It'll code it for you. For copywriters and really any writer, this is actually good news because it means that your words matter. With GPT-4, everything that's happening, your words matter still. If you can formulate and use good communication, you can put together sentences and the right words for the right task and outcome, then you have an advantage. And at the same time, this will also eliminate a ton of mediocre marketers, copywriters, and content writers. Because if ChatGPT and GPT-4 can do the work that you can do, why would anyone hire you? Let me paint a few scenarios for you. As a content writer or copywriter, you can give ChatGPT access to your entire corpus of writing, any writing, articles, ads, emails, pages, you name it. And then you can interact with your own writing. You can have it rewritten, and you can have new unique text written based on it that retains all the things that make it unique. So imagine giving ChatGPT access to all the sales pages for different SaaS companies or health supplements offers or tech or whatever market you're in. And then you're asking questions and giving directions like generate a list of all the headlines for accounting software, organize them in a table according to the kind of headline, and then include a description of the type of leads, sales page leads used. And then from there, or with anything, you can have a plugin turn articles or sales pages into social media posts in seconds, or just reformatted, rewritten, and redone into email sequences, landing pages, Google ads. Do you see what's possible? And it goes on. A SaaS company might want a version of ChatGPT that can answer customer support questions. And then that little bot knows every customer support ticket history and all the information in the company's knowledge base. And then it passes on the questions and answers to the marketing team, who in turn turns it into a blog post, FAQs, sales pages, emails, ads that address questions and objections. Is an infinite spin on anything that comes your way. Any word, phrase, paragraph can be turned into any other form of writing for any other purpose that you can think of. Imagine like you need a 10-part email sequence for leads on your email list, and the goal of that sequence is to warm them to a purchase for whatever product you're selling. You log into ChatGPT, you click to load a plugin. Let's call the plugins from 0 to 100, and then you instruct it with a prompt. And you say, go to Amazon and these Shopify stores, and then you give it the URLs. Pull every review for product XYZ, perform your tasks, and then outline and write a lead nurture email sequence that appeals to my avatar. And you can find my profile here, and you give it a URL. So you've given it instructions to go scrape all the reviews from a number of URLs, and then turn those reviews into an email sequence. About 7 or 10 minutes later, give or take, it's all done for you. And what the plugin did under the hood is scrape, collect, and organize all the reviews from the URLs you provided, analyze the language for desires, needs, problems, all the things you need to know as a marketer and copywriter. And then it compares it with your avatar information and keeps the words and info that aligns. And then it matches it with information about your product, whatever it is you're selling. And then in a few more steps, it turns it all into subject lines, hooks, opening lines, email body copy, calls to action, any copy in an email form that you need. Done. For a human copywriter, that would take anything from a few hours to a few days, maybe even a week or two. But imagine this for any marketing task. SEO, done. Content of any kind, ads, sales pages, social media, any of it. It is only a matter of time before there are plugins for every and any possible marketing and copywriting task you can think of. GPT-4 is game over for so many marketers and so many copywriters. So can you see what's happening? Imagine any marketing and copywriting tasks that you are currently doing, and then just understand that it can be strung together with prompts and plugins, and it can be done for you. Do you see? It's terrifying and thrilling at the same time. So what happens now? I'm not sure. But I know one thing, the qualities that I encourage you to develop over the past few years and that I've repeated over and over again are more important now than ever before. You need to be a tastemaker. You need to lead in your market and your niche with your sense of taste. You need discernment so that you can make careful distinctions and spot patterns in your thinking. You need judgment so that you can make strong, considerate decisions and come to sensible conclusions. You need perspective so that you can perceive more clearly and examine everything through multiple views and lenses. And all of this leads to wisdom. Wisdom so that you know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And I get it. These are really weird words for marketing and AI. But at this point, AI and machine learning tools can do 95% of the tasks that a marketer and copywriter can do. It is only a matter of time before it can do all of it. And then what do? So you need to become a creative director or a copy chief, an editor, a marketing manager. And you need to be someone that can pull it all together and make the call on what marketing campaigns you're running and what they'll say. And that's why I'm here, to help you do exactly that, to give you the skill set and the qualities that you need to not just barely survive in this age of AI, but so that you can become the master of AI and use it for yourself and for your clients. I'll talk to you again soon.